Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. And in today's video we're discussing how wet it is again. So it's currently about 11:30 in the morning on the 20th of September, and this is not a pretty sight. So these are our dry cows / calving cows. So we get these in now. They have a ring feeder there, but we can't actually get to it to rescue it because it's so wet, and that's not great. So it is coming drier supposedly, not for another 2 days though. So coming dry on Monday, which is when we're TB testing, which is not a bad thing actually, because last thing we want to do is get wet sodding through TB testing. But they're currently eating the milk cows now, which is not good. But we need to get these in. We'll get these in. So these come up here. So they currently come up here, up this yard, all the way up there, and that's their cubicle shed there. That's the collecting yard for the parlour, that's the cubicle shed. Hello. Let's walk up this wall side. Come on, girls. So we're going to get these in, and then we're going to let the milk cows in that are there. So their field's not looking great, if I'm honest. They're churning up, but it's just handy that if we can just keep letting them out. That gateway is the worst bit, but at the minute it's that wet we can't get anywhere near it or a tractor to try and clean it up, which is the annoying bit. But cows, in my opinion, do belong out in the field, so we're just going to walk over, check there's no one over in these other two fields, then we'll shut them into their yard and then let the milk cows in, just because of how wet it is. But we are expecting a lot of rain in the next 48 hours. They're talking about 2 inches. 2 inch of rain in 48 hours is definitely not good. That's like a month's worth of rain in 2 days. And we've already had probably that over the past week, so not great. But, I'm all geared up with my waterproofs, ready for when it does start raining. It is spitting rain now, but let's check these other two fields and then we'll get them in. So there's no one in this middle field, and there's no one in this field. So we're good. They're all where they should be. So that's always good to know, because well, you got to come over and just check, because there might be one that's calving, because the dry cows / calving cows. We haven't really got anywhere else we can put as dry / calving cows, but we can keep an eye on them. These 3 fields are perfect. It's just that they can start of like July, well, middle of July, we have to start buffer feeding them. Nearly every year we have to buffer feed dry cows, just because they are better with a bit of dry matter in them, dry cows. Full tummy, that's what you like to think of it, because you're not only feeding a dry cow, you're feeding the calf that's inside it, and you want to make that sure that calf's got the best possible start when they come out, and that the cow's going to recover well as well after she's calved. You see, these gateways aren't too bad. That's probably because they're actually in at night. They're only going out for like... So they went out about 7:30 this morning, the dry cows, they were chucked out. Straight after milking. It's just coming on raining now. Quite a bit. I wish I got a coat now, or a hood. So they got chucked out at 7:30 this morning, straight after morning milking. So as soon as the milk cows have made milk, they go off down the field, and then we chuck the dry cows out. So they come out here, and what are we now? 3 hours later? 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:00, 4 hours. So they've been out here for 4 hours, and they just all stood around the gate wanting to come in, so we may as well get them in while they're there. Well, that's my thinking anyway. It is really coming on raining though. But we'll get these dry cows shut into their yard, and then we can let the milk cows come in. And I'll just open those shed doors there, and the milk cows can have a lie in cubicles as well as having a bit of silage. Currently the dry cows are eating. Well, they won't eat it all. They've only been in there 2 minutes. Come on, girls. So a few of these are springing up to calve, like this one here, just starting to bag up a little bit. 17, 13. Come up. You're eating the wrong silage. There's one here, another one springing up a little bit. 7:05. Come up. Come up. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on with you. Come on, there's a bale up there. You've got a bale. Come on. Come on, you two. So we'll shut these up in their yard now, and then we'll come back and let the milk cows in. So we are housing cows at night sooner than we would like. We do tend to do this with the dry cows. We'll turn them out for a few hours in the daytime and then bring them in at night. But this isn't normally until like beginning of October. It's the middle of September, you know, so a year where we're already short of winter forage, we're now having to feed more of it earlier, which is definitely not a good thing. Just because the weather is, in the last week, the weather has seriously deteriorated quite badly. I think last Saturday was the last good day we had, and then it started raining and it never stopped. Come on, girl. Come on, that's a milk cow. Look at that. So if anyone's interested, these are licks for the milk cows. Nutrifos Starline feeds. We've had them purely to help with the cell count a bit, because the cell count's gone up a bit. I've been told that they're what we need. Well, should help. Come on, girls. Come on, I need to get this gate round. Come on. Move out of the way, 900. Excuse me. She escaped, ran past me. Look. Come on, 13. You're a troublemaker, you are. So I do genuinely think they're happier inside a yard eating silage at the minute than stood out in the field. Well, we saw at the start of this video, they were all at this corner of the field wanting to come in. So that's obviously telling you that they do want to come in. Plus it's going to be a lot of rain coming later today, so we'll just open these shed doors, I think, actually. Well, actually, I need to just check if he wants some dust. Not that bad. There you go. You can see better now. They're already quite clean, apart from the cow pack there. But the back end of the cubicles are fairly clean. So the milk cows actually went out last night. The first night, the only night this week they've actually been out. Because it was quite a nice day yesterday. Well, it was nice later on. It rained in the morning. Rained yesterday morning, but the milk cows actually went out. So these cubicles, even though the doors were open, they could come in, but they weren't. I think James said there were like 3 or 4 cows in or something like that. So there were only the odd cow in here. So it doesn't really mean they need bedding. Prop that up like that. There we go. So they can go and light cubicles if they want. We'll just go and let them in. So they've currently got 2 bales here, and they did have a bale outside here on the just past this gate that they could eat. But I suspect they've eaten that. You can see it. Room feeder. And it looks empty. Come on, girls. So in case anyone's wondering and saying, oh, you're neglecting your cows because it's all muddy, I'm not neglecting them. That is just mud. That is because it's been so wet, the whole field's just turned to mud because they're coming in and out. It's basically traffic, cow traffic, coming in and out here twice a day. It's churning the field up a bit. So at the minute, milk cows have had 3 bales already today. Them 2 will have gone by milking time, easy. Sometimes I do, I might come back after dinner and give them 2 more if they need it. But it should be alright. But after milking, when they get shut up for milking, they get 2 more anyway. So they'll get another 2 at least today, if not more. And the dry cows, they've got 1 at the minute, because there's obviously less of them. But they'll have another 1 tonight after milking as well. So what's that? 3 plus 2, that's 5, plus another 2, that's 7 bales a day we're feeding at the minute. Just because the grass won't have that much goodness in it because it's getting rained on all the time. So what grass is there, even though it's so little, it means that every mouthful they're eating water. So yeah. But looking at them, they're definitely happier coming inside than they were out there, because it's doing no good at all. The way, if they're standing there all day, it's no good for them at all. They're not producing any milk while they're doing that. Whereas at least if they come in here and have something to eat. So this is something we'd be doing in like end of October, beginning of November. But it isn't, it's the 20th of September, so it's come like 6 weeks early. So it's not great, this, because in a year when we've got so little fodder, we're now having to feed it before the cows have even come in for winter. We're having to feed it earlier in the year, because in a day or 2 they'll have run out of last year's silage and they'll be on this year's stuff, which, like we already know, there isn't as much of. So it is quite worrying, this. All I'm hoping is and we're trying to stick it out for, is that in 2 days' time it is supposed to be becoming really dry, and it's giving it dry all next week when we're TB testing. So hopefully they'll be back out at night and they'll be eating a little bit less silage. Well, we like to hope so anyway. If they were just eating 2 bales a day instead of 5, it'd be a vast improvement. Plus, we'll also be able to, well, we're TB testing as well next week, which is going to make life a little bit more hectic. If it is coming dry, we should be able to get on with doing a bit of second course, but it's give or take whether that's actually going to happen or not, because we don't want to. TB testing has to be done there and then. We can't be trying to silage as well between it. So, yeah. But anyway, these are happier. Just thought I'd share with you a little update on the milk cows, and dry cows. But the heifers, they'll be having a bale. They're having a bale every day, so that's 8 bales a day we're feeding currently. Got to go and take them a bale in a minute, actually. Get one done before dinner. I normally go after dinner, but because it's giving a lot of rain later today, may as well go now. But nothing exciting I can report in today's video, but yeah, cows definitely want to be in, which isn't really good for me when we're short of fodder. But like I say, hopefully comes drier, we'll be able to kick them out and they'll be better outside. Anyway, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and I'll see you all in my next one, hopefully. I'll see you. Bye. I'd just like to point out that actually the milk cows, like the dry cows, have only been out for 4 hours. Well, get my words out. They went out last night, but today they've only been out for 4 hours. They'll be in tonight because of the rain that's coming. So, in a 24-hour day, they've only been out for, what, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Well, this isn't all the milk cows, I might add. There's still quite a few right over the field, be through that gate over there. So, they're over there. They've just not made their way back yet, but I'd say there's probably half of them are in.